Well, let me just drop that off. Whoa, we don't want to be hearing that, do we? So, I'm just going to give you a quick little commentary for the next 2 minutes because we've had a bit of bad weather and the other drone apparently just don't want to connect. So we'll have to look at that through the week. And for now, accept my humble apologies. Commentators are over the way, and I think he spotted the drone up in the air. And if he spotted the drone up in the air, then that must mean he fucking knows. He knows. Sorry for my French. This is why I don't commentate. I can't hold my language back. Back to the control. And we're in the Saturday Cup trophy. It's currently 0-0. We've had one yellow card to West Bridgford, and yeah, it's about as good as my commentary is going to get for you. Now, I will keep this drone up in the air for as long as it's not raining. However, if it does rain, we're going to drop her down. For that, again, I apologise.
Got to work back! Track him in! Well done, Liam Butter! Great tracking, Liam Butter! Well in, Luke! Hey, Liam!
What's gone off over here then? So, I'm going to hand you over to the special commentator, the man that you love, the man that you adore. It is James Hall.
That shocked me. I thought he was going to say Parksy. I thought he was just about to give that over to Parksy, but he's handed it to me. What a gent of a man. We've just had a unlucky Brad. I'm just going to unlucky Brad. Brad's coming over for a little sip of drink or a chinwag. Number 10. He's just had a. Okay. I've just been told that if it does rain, we've got the non-waterproof drone in the air. So the drone will have to come down if it rains.
How is it there?
We're about.
How was it their free kick when?
I don't know. Parksy's just going to explain this free kick situation. After it's taken, number 8 with it. It's taken. It's kind of a David Silva. It took a deflection. I'm not sure if the keeper should have done better there or not. It caught him on his wrong foot. It was another deflected goal. Just to fill you in, it is now 2-0 to Basford. And there's been 2 deflected shots from the edge of the area. That one's come from their number 8, I think it was. I think it was 8, and I think it might have been the same fellow who scored the first goal. And the deflection did wrong foot the keeper, who managed to get a hand to it, Brad, but couldn't keep it out. I'm not sure it was a free kick in the first place. It perhaps was one to West Bridgford, but there's nothing we can do about that. We're now, how far are we into the game? We're 37 minutes into the game and it's 2-0. To be fair to West Bridgford, I'm saying they've absolutely held their own so far. We've had a couple of chances. We've defended resiliently. There's been good work rate. They haven't played through the midfield much. I'd say where they have perhaps caused us some problems is down that left-hand side. They've overloaded us somewhat. They've got their right back forward. They've got some tricky players out there in their number 7 and number 10 who's pulling out wide there. But so far, any cross that they've delivered into the box has been well dealt with by the centre-backs and the midfield players who've worked tirelessly to get back in at the moment. That work rate just needs to continue. 2-0 is absolutely not a spanking. This Basford under-21 side is a solid opposition. Apparently the 3rd biggest club in Nottingham, Basford United. So for their under-21s who are going to have a wide net to cast to draw players in, I was told earlier that they kind of do this as a profession, even at this level. That they are brought in on apprenticeship They train and study 4 days a week to take on their, I think it's an NVQ in football, but I might be wrong, someone would correct me on that. But as I understand it, it is essentially a college course in playing football, in the hopes of getting snapped up by a bigger team, getting a professional contract either with their first team or even higher up. At the moment, I'm looking out there, I haven't seen any stars of the future, not by any stretch of the imagination. You know, sort of at this age, under 21s, 20, let's say, you know, you get players in the Premiership who are 20 and absolutely bossing the show. You look at players like Phil Foden, Marcus Rashford when he was younger, who arguably didn't boss it. You know, Kylian Mbappe, how many goals in the Champions League? 19. So, if they are going to do it, it really is now for these players. Otherwise, they are going to have a career in non-league football.
Don't argue. Don't argue.
Throw into Bridgford on this near side. Alex Taylor launches it down the line. This number 3's had a good game. He's won that header, but he's only managed to flick it onto his number 6. Calmly plays it back to the goalkeeper. He distributes out wide, and that's well closed down by Julian, who's all over him. He's done well to get there, but this is the quality of their players. They are able to cope with the ball under the pressure there. Their number 2, right back, plays it down the line. That's well read by Luke Johnson. Plays the ball into Julian, looks for the 1-2. An attacking outlet from the left back. That's what we love to see. Hasn't come off this time, but absolutely love the desire to do that. Now we've got to work again. Julian, can you close your man down? That's a lovely knock over the top. Little nudge from, I tell you what, that little nudge from Karol Poborski there. I did like it, but Chris Barton wasn't having any of it, and it ran straight through to the goalkeeper. Kick into the midfield. No challenge there from Bridgford.
See the next investment for the media team, can't you?
Out it goes. Oh, the David Luiz bicycle kick, but it's only gone into the middle of the park, and that's a loose ball, and it gives Luke Johnson a chance to get back. But this again, attack down the right hand side, poor cross into the box. It's gone for a corner ball.
That's what it's for.
Arguments over whether that should have been a corner ball or not. Absolute wayward cross. Another chance to deliver a set piece. So far Bridgford have dealt with the set pieces, that is credit to them. They have been good deliveries, every single one. Commentators curse, that one is shocking.
Well done, Brad.
Dived on by Brad, excellent goalkeeping. Command of his area, he wants to just wait now for his players to get up. Does wait, good goalkeeping, good decision making. Can we push up a little bit? Try and relieve some of this pressure, create an attacking threat. Luke Johnson straight onto the ball, that's a great connection. Gives Brad something to do, that's where we need to be a little bit higher to pick up those loose balls. But they are able to come away with it. Number 11, down this left hand side, number 3, Ethan Hunter. Brilliant work back from Ethan. Yeah, quality work back there, and they made a 2-on-1. It was good. Number 3 is going to have to hurdle this fence now.
Hold up. Enough off. Yeah.
I suppose I better just read through the lineup now. We've got a break in play. We have Bradshaw in goal. He's recently joined the club. This is his second start for the West Bridgford AFC reserves, I believe. I believe it's his second start, yeah. Had a decent outing so far. Been beat by 2 deflections. Not sure if he could have done more with the second goal, but we'll give credit to him that it was a heavy deflection from the direct free kick. Then on the right back, we've got Alex Taylor. His first season with West Bridgford AFC reserves. Started in the centre midfield, but he's now sort of semi-cemented his place at right back for now. That's his kick into the middle of the park. Flick on from Josh Ratham was tried, but it's been picked up now by Karol Poborski, who runs at Alex Taylor. Has he got a left foot? No. He wants to cut back in onto his right, gives it straight to number 11, who looks to bend one in the top corner, but that's going nowhere near the target, and the goalkeeper just watches that go past his far post. In the centre back positions, we've got Chris Barton, long-standing member of the club. Chris Barton, been here for a good number of years now, regularly playing at centre half. He is alongside Ryan Cook, who's come back from a fairly extensive injury, and he's back in the side now alongside Chris. And on the far side, left back, we've got Luke Johnson, who again has very recently joined the club and instantly made an impact in his debut, which was a cup win, well, a draw and then a win on penalties against Burton Joyce to get us through to this second round. He was pivotal in that game, got a man of the match performance, took his penalty and put it away with a plum. And yeah, he's just been a fantastic asset to the club all round over the last few weeks whilst he's been there. Chris Gray loses it in a dangerous position there, and then number 11 with the ball. Oh, he's just got his feet caught in the turf there. Poor decision making from their number 11 there. Dangerous from Chris Gray to lose it in that middle. Good work for it from Bradley Evans. Just ran out for a throw in. When we have got the ball forward, we've absolutely got the creativity and the threat up there in Brad, in Ethan, in Julian to make things happen. If we can be dogging and rough in the midfield and then solid at the back, there's absolutely a chance that we could still get something from this game. I'm not ruling out our chances at all. Ryan Cook plays the ball forward and it's headed on. Those balls aren't finding the feet that are played into the middle. Too often, those balls into the middle have just been given away. And when it has happened anyway, oh, that's an interesting clearance from Ryan Cook, and Karol Poborski's picked it up. Alex Taylor takes the ball.
Pick it up. Hey, Ryan, relax on it. Get clean connection.
Carl, we've got to start our attacks from deeper. I would say Ethan and Julian need to get deeper to try and start the attacks a bit deeper. These balls into the midfield, it's just it's diabolical.
What did you say, sorry?
These balls just played into the midfield, it's diabolical more often than not. Liam Butters now on the left hand side, number 8, plays the ball but it's found nobody. This is where we just need that bit of composure rather than the Hollywood ball. Number 11 plays it out wide to Karol Poborski. Alex Taylor trying to stand up his man, doesn't want to let him beat him there, goes out on side of his left foot, has managed to get past him and delivers a dangerous ball in, and that is nothing the goalkeeper again can do about that. But Karol Poborski just rinsed his man on the outside, put the ball across the face, and it was a tap in the 6-yard box that the number 11, I believe it was, managed to get ahead of his man and just steered the ball home. Very little the goalkeeper can do in that situation when you're allowing shots from the 6-yard box. Number 9, obviously a fairly quick player, just tested his man and burnt him on the outside.
Still in the flipping game here.
That's 3-0 now to Basford United under 21s. Do they deserve to be 3-0 up? I think 3-1 would be fair, but you can't really complain. They have had a few chances. They've generally dominated the possession. Generally, territorially, they've been the offensive side. Where we've perhaps been guilty is not being able to string the passes together. So here we have the ball out wide, out to Alex Taylor, immediately under pressure. Where's the pass that's on? It's into Chris Gray, but he's immediately closed down. He's done well to get away from him this time. Chris Gray with the right ball. That's a lovely right-footed ball into a dangerous area. Do not mind that ball at all. We just need to get on that more. It needs to be slicker. It needs to happen more often. People need to be singing off the same weight, singing off the same hymn sheet. Basford United have quite easily managed to just break the forward line there, get in some space, poor ball forward. But have you seen the amount of difference you can notice when they've got the ball in their own half deep? We are just being carved apart too easily, whereas when we're receiving it in our own half, we're immediately under pressure and fallible to the loose touch. Free kick now, just inside the Basford half to West Bridgford. A chance to maybe get the ball in. Are we going to see centre backs go forward? Doesn't look like it. Liam Butters with the free kick. We have seen Ryan Cook go forward and Josh Raven, who are going to offer aerial threats, absolutely. It's a half decent ball in, but it's a great leap from their Basford United under 21s player. And Liam Butters, number 6, on that side, plays the ball inside, but that's found nobody, and the attack does break down. There's a half-time whistle from the referee. It's 3-0 to Basford under 21s. 2 deflective goals, and then really quite an easy goal in the end. Good work from Karol Poborski from Basford, but a fairly easy goal, which on the right hand side we have managed to protect against that more or less, but this time the ball was just flashed across the face of goal and tucked away. Callum Lawson taking his team over for a half-time team talk. I might just go and listen in. I might just fell down a pothole. Just absolutely done my ankle falling down a pothole. Just going to listen in, earwig on this team talk.
Doing that talk. You team talk it. Tell them.
I'm guilty of that.
They were giving away stupid.
Yeah. Talking, that's Luke. You disagree as well?
Keep working with each other.
I'm very surprised, to be fair. But you know, you've got to change something, haven't you? You got to change something.
Yeah, but I know what I'd take off.
Who? Yeah. Okay, so we're back again. Shredder, the headphones still working?
Yeah. As far as I'm aware, they are.
Yeah.
There wasn't when you was up there. They did cut off at one point. Let me just check.
Hello, testing. We're still in. Okay, so half-time team talk was a few chats about talking and huh?
Oh, you're gonna be really aren't you?
A few a few discussions during half time about talking on the pitch and are people communicating enough. There's been a change made, which is Josh Raven, who had a very good half. I think he's a good, honest player. I don't think there's much more that he could necessarily do, but you got to freshen the team up sometimes, particularly at 3-0. It's quite easy to make changes. And Ollie Elson has come on to replace him in the midfield. Also, Josh Raven's coming back from a hamstring injury, so that might play a part in the manager's decision there. Hey, stranger! We've just had Junaid Kayani? We had Jay Kiani join us. He's wearing his hat backwards, so I'm not 100% sure I can take him seriously. He must be keeping the sun off the back of his neck, we'll give him that. Chris Gray with a lovely interchange here. Ollie Elson on the left hand side, just come on. Corner ball straight away to West Bridgford. They've started this half well. Chris Gray with the corner, looking short. Ollie Elson on the ball, collects, plays the ball back out wide to Chris Gray. Right foot swings it in, it's gone far to the back post. Their centre back clears, but it's another corner on the far side. Julian should probably be a candidate to take this one. No, Ollie Elson looks as though he's going out to take it. Committing enough men forward here, Bridgford. Chris Gray lurking on the edge. Threats are going to be Ryan Cook in there, I would imagine. Here's an opportunity. A goal early in the half will be fantastic for Bridgford. Whipped in then by Ollie Elson. It's a lovely little clip ball into the midfield. Good lead from Brad. Connection made there from Chris Barton, I believe it was. Luke Butters plays it back. Wants to deal with Felix Taylor, who does deal with it fairly well, to be fair, considering the circumstances. Collects the ball again out on the far right hand side. Again, Alex Taylor. Good work from Ethan Hunter to get back in. Sorry, it was Ollie Elson out there. Bridgford playing a very high 4-3-3 with almost three in the attack, with Julian on the left and Ethan on the right hand side. I'm not sure if it's been the case from the off, but it almost looks as though they're playing a 3 at the back now. Might be wrong, it might just be the way they're set from there. Anyway, cleared away from there, number 14. I think he's a new face, come on at half time by the looks of it. Number 4 for Basford, plays it out to their number 3, who's had a very good game from left back, and he jinks past Liam Butters again, whose slide tackle to get back in is excellent, and he's allowed Alex Taylor to recover. Good work from Liam Butters to get back there. Had to make the tackle, otherwise he's going into the referee's book there. Out it goes to Julian. Perhaps wants to be closer to his man there. Perhaps defensively he could be in better shape, to be honest. Bit tighter. Now he's got to get out to the number 2. Bradley closing down. Get out to that number 2. Chris Gray onto the afro. Don't give them an easy ball out. Yes, correct. Good. Excellent, Luke. Brilliant. Good positioning. Well done, Bradley. He's done well to make anything that. He's got a nudge in the back and he's gone down, but the ref hasn't given anything other than a throw to Basford, which I think that was definitely their ball. Luke Butters with the throw from this left hand side. Who's going to go in for the flick on? Ryan Cook stays back. Is thrown in. The defender's missed his header, and that's the third corner of the half for West Bridgford. Ollie Elson to take again. Chris Barton and Ryan making their way forward. Luke Butters and Alex Taylor the rear guard. A real chance for Bridgford to just get something on the end of this. This Basford team, although young and athletic, they aren't particularly tall. Save the afro, who looks remarkably like a young version of Jack Joseph, who I can see in the background now. Luke Butters plays it back out to Ollie Elson. Ollie Elson back into Luke. Sorry, Luke Butters, did I call him? Oh, it's a lovely cross in and well won by Julian. Probably the smallest man on the pitch there. Sorry, it's Luke Johnson. I think I called him Luke Butters. There's a chance to counter though for Basford, and good work back from Bridgford. Oh, it's a little flick on there. Oh, Julian's missed the touch. Took a little deflection from their number 2 and it just went under the feet of Julian. Keep going, Julian. Oh, that's a dodgy kick from their goalkeeper and it's well met by Alex Taylor. Now we've got to work back though. their midfielder, cuts inside. Drifts away from his man. He's gone past way too many for my liking then. He is offloaded to number 7 on the right hand side. He drills the ball across the goal. And for me, the tackle had to be made way earlier than that. It drew the left back out of position, allowed an easy offload to their number 7, who was in acres of space and really had the whole goal to aim at, to be honest with you. Drove the ball, in fairness, ferociously. Brad wasn't able to get anything on that. For me, that's a very simple goal to concede, though. He's just ghosted past too many players for my liking. Shouldn't be able to ghost into the area like that and just offload the ball. You've got to have better positioning and one coming out from the defensive midfielder there. These are the little things. You look at that third goal. We'll take the first 2 goals out of the equation because they're shots from range that have taken a deflection and gone in. Really not a lot you can do about that. But these other 2 goals, you really can. Just solid defensive positioning, not letting a man run past you, glide past you, putting a tackle in on him, being fitter, being sharper. The lads need to come down to training on a regular basis to work on their fitness, to work on their physicals. You don't just get gifted them, as I well know now. I used to be in good physical shape, but if you don't put it in and you don't continue the work, you can fall out of it very, very easily. Even the fittest players will tell you that they need to continuously work on it to keep that sharpness. And it shows in a game like football, essentially a physical sport, a contact sport. You've got to physically be up for it. The pitch is, I don't know, 110 yards long. You've got to be able to cover the ground. You need to be physically fit to be able to play at your best. And what I would say to any of these lads, if they want to improve the game, the first thing and the easiest thing to improve, fitness and athleticism. Get yourself in good shape. Get yourself in good physical shape. They're number 10 now. Bursts away on the right hand side. Chance for him to pull the ball back. He'll claim he takes a bobble. He somehow ended up with the ball back there, and it's gone out for a corner this time to Basford.
Well, I'm not making excuses. I don't think you have like a winter league and then it's summer league. That's an American thing.
Josh. Good game today, Josh Raven. I just want you to explain in your own words how the first half went. He doesn't want to. Fair play. Can't hate on that, to be fair.
Yeah, not gone great.
Not gone great.
No, good side.
Good side, yeah, absolutely. A young physical side. Must be difficult in that midfield today, to be fair.
They're not supposed to be 3rd best in the county.
Oh, it's a great leap from their man with gloves on. Yeah, good side. Good side. Would you say there's anywhere that the side could improve if we came up against an opposition like this again?
I think we're just better than us, to be honest with you. We need to play better on the ball, look after the ball better.
I think you need the camera on you, don't you?
No.
You want the camera
I
as
don't
well?
want to.
It's alright, we'll be picking it. It'll be getting picked up. It'll be getting picked up. It's alright. It's not for everyone, that's fine. That's fine. Just put on the spot anyway. I have to do 3 hours of meditation and prep to do this.
I picked it up after the mess up earlier that I had at the beginning of the game. I picked up and I was like, right, let me explain what's happening.
Oh, that's well peeled off though, and he's got into a lovely bit of space in between the lines there, that number 7. He's got a shot away. I think he was the scorer of the 4th goal, number 7, and he's obviously got an eye for it. It was lovely peel off into that sort of line in between the midfield and the defence. Picked the ball up, was able to turn, get his shot away, but it was well done from Brad to get behind the shot. Just looking out on the far side for Jack Joseph. He's on dad duty today with Ben. I keep thinking he's come on as this number 14 for Basford. God, he would love to be playing, as would I. Enjoy it while you can, lads. Whilst you're playing, enjoy it, honestly. Get yourself in the best physical shape you can. Come into every game wanting to do the best that you can. Number 7, on the ball. He's been a real threat, but that's good closing down from Ollie Elson, who's shepherded him out wide, and that's good teaming up. That's what it takes sometimes, just people to put the work in. Is that Bradley Evans doing the work back there? It is. I'm going to have to congratulate him. Bradley Evans, great work rate, mate. Well done, Brad. Putting in the hard yards. You've got to do it. There's no way that you can play football if you're not willing to put the hard yards in. It is not a training session sometimes. You've got 11 men coming up against you who want to beat you. You've got Testing, testing. Mic check 1, 2. I need more snare in my headphones. Can I get more snare in my headphones, please? I can't remember what Eminem song that's from. I think it's off the Marshall Mathers LP. Best album back in the day, that was. Shady LP was pretty good. Ball in to Chris Gray. Takes it down on his chest, plays a little layoff. That's it, comfortable on the ball. Now Julian, can he bring it down? Lovely little interchange of play. See, we can do it, we can play football. Great run into the channel from Julian, who's continued his run on. Now the press is a team. Now you've got to win that next header. That's where we need to be crunching them and smashing them. See, they've just got out so easily there. We put them under a lot of pressure where there's a hurry clearance into the middle of the park, and they've almost created an attack from it. We need to be hounding them and keeping them boxed in. This is when people want to play the pressing game. That's what it is about. It's about getting close to your man and not letting him have any time and space on the ball. That is was that a goal kick? How did he get the ball that high? My word. He's just kicked that ball. I don't even know if he's aiming at the goal there, but he's managed to clear the netting behind the goal. My word, that was a hell of a shot. The elevation he got on that. I'm still not sure that ball's actually come down yet. It's got snow on it if it has. Anyway, out it goes to Chris Barton. Collects the ball at the back. Where's the options? Where's the movement? Ball into the channel. Difficult one to Liam Butters to take under. Ethan hassling well. He's had a good game in spots. He just hasn't gotten the ball enough for my liking. Karol Poborski takes it on. Good interception from Chris Barton. But once again, they're just able to collect the ball and come forward again. We need to be tighter. We need to be in better shape. And that comes from communication and organisation. We're just not close enough to the opposition. They're able to play through us. Yes, granted, they are a good opposition. But it's the same no matter what level you play at. If you want to make it difficult for the opposition, you have to follow them around the pitch and stop them picking up the ball in space. Even bang average players are good when they've got time and space on the ball. Have to be tighter, have to be better organised defensively. It makes it a lot easier for yourself. You have to do less running if you get close to the man. At the moment, there's too many people who just aren't willing to take on that responsibility of the defensive positioning, of organised communication. And once you have 1 or 2 people doing it in a team, it is cancerous for the whole squad. Excuse the word of the use, cancerous. It's not a nice adjective to use, but... And that's a free kick in a very dangerous position to West Bridgford. Junaid, when are you coming back to play? We have missed you, my friend. We've missed you around the changing room. We've missed you on the pitch. Missed you at training. Absolute legend, Junaid. Is all well in your life? Everything well in your life. Good lad. Excellent to hear. That's what we love. Junaid, long-standing member of the club. Been here, what, 7 years? 8 years. Absolutely. He'll be getting his testimonial very soon if he sticks around a bit longer. That'll make him feel old. Whipped in from Ollie Elson. It's a great free kick to the back post. Julian unmarked. The ball did land to him, but he probably didn't expect it. What can he work with it now? It's cleared away from Jack Joseph. Luke Butters. Now this is going to be difficult. Alex Taylor, come over and cover. Someone's got to cover. To be fair, he's held his position in the midfield, in the centre of defence quite well. 7, overlap on the left-hand side. Number 11 picks it up, cuts inside. Overlap on the left hand side now. This is perhaps where you need your winger working back. That's brilliant though, that is, from Liam Butters. I do get Liam and Luke mixed up sometimes. Not in looks, just in names. I get tongue twisted when I'm on the mic. You know how it is. It's a little bit damp out here, Shred. As it's been spoken about earlier, we haven't got the waterproof drone out today. So if rain does come down any heavier than this, we are going to have to take it in. Scoreline 4-0. Hasn't been embarrassing, it really hasn't. There's been so many positives to take from us. We just don't do it for 90 minutes. The concentration isn't there for 90 minutes. It seems as though, I'll do it for 70% of the time and that's enough. It needs to be the whole game, and 7's allowed way too easy there. Little trickery inside, eventually cut out, but the ball's fallen to number 11, who puts the ball... Oh! I'll have to watch that back on the drone and see how that was saved. It was like a matrix save, just like collected it as he was falling. Absolute mental. Good save from Brad. I'll give him the credit for it. Yellow ball, booted long. Oh, it's a lovely touch from Bradley Evans, but unfortunately given away, and they're able to come again, and they're just able to build these attacks too easily. We perhaps are a little too deep. We do need to squeeze and get in their faces. Perhaps at this stage in the game, when you're 4-0 down, it is going to be difficult. But from the off, going into games, we need to get in their faces. It is a physical game. If you stand off and let them play, they build confidence. That's what I'm on about, although that was 100% a foul. Number 11 picks it up out wide to number 3. Arguably their best player, number 3. I've really enjoyed him at left back. And he's come inside again. He's gliding through our team. Glides through a team all the way from left back. It's happened too often. Number 2, out on the right hand side. Plays the ball back. Jack Joseph. Jack Joseph picks it up. Number 14. Clips the ball in. Chris Barton's got to deal with it. Unorthodox knee out. I quite like it. Improvisation. Why not? Jack Joseph plays it back to number 5, the skipper. Oh, that's a dodgy ball into the midfield. A chance now for Bridgford's counter. Out wide. That's a good ball to Ethan. Cuts inside over to right. Oh, it's a tactical foul. But if you have a look, just watch that. Watch that back on the drone. As that attack's building and Ethan's driving forward, watch the amount of players just walking to catch up with the play. They've got players gunning it back to get back. So it's a 5-on-2. We're just not going to sustain. If you look at our goal record, we've scored 1 goal in the last 5 games, I think it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's 1 in the last 5. That's why. Because when we're building attacks, we're not getting forward enough. We're just trying to launch the ball forward into the front 2, front 3, and let them try and make something. You've got to get your fullbacks forward. We've got to get midfielders forward to support the attack. Put them on the offence. Put them on the defensive. It looks as though there's been a substitution made, and Liam Butters has just made his way off, and Callum Lawson's come on, number 14, doing some heel flicks just to get himself warmed up. Patrolling the edge of the box, saying, lads, my head's on this. Who's going to take it then? Luke Butters lays it out wide to Alex Taylor. The ball's got to come in now. We've made this many men forward. It needs a good cross from Alex Taylor. It's not a good cross, but it has found its way to Ryan Cook, who's picked it up and ended up going out for a goal kick. That's a bit frustrating, to be fair, that we haven't managed to work anything of that. Liam Butters, what do you think of the performance today from West Bridgford?
Not bad, slacking in areas, but quick team.
Yeah, good opposition that you're up against, some young lads.
Yeah.
Has there been any players on the opposition that have stood out for you?
2.
They're number 2?
Yeah.
I think their right back and their left back have been excellent, to be fair.
Yeah.
There's been a few too many times I've seen their players just ghosting through our players. Is it lack of commitment? Is it lack of structure?
Bit of both, to be fair. More about the obviously trying to commit too much, but then obviously with them being quick, young, fresh legs, they're always coming off you and just leaving you.
I was saying earlier, the one thing that every player in this team can work on is their physicals. We can work on their quickness, their sharpness, their fitness. It's going to make any player a better player. It's definitely something we can work on as a team.
I'm talking about that. Apparently this team do it 4 times a week.
There you go. Shred just saying there, these do train 4 times a week. They are essentially paid. It's like an apprenticeship that they're on.
That's apparently it's to do with the college.
Yeah, to do with the college, so they'll be getting their qualifications in sports science or whatever it might be. Is that Josh Raven in goal? Josh Raven, is that you in goal? No, it doesn't look that much like him actually. Thought for a split second there they look very alike, but they don't look that much alike. Julian, you don't want to be that deep. Let's get up. We don't need 2 over a free kick when it's in defence. Chris Gray collects it to feet. Jack Joseph tries to tackle him. Little slip from Chris Gray, but that's the ball to West Bridgford. Early one. Chris Gray into Lawson, who's not looking. Ollie Elson. Good challenge from Karol Poborski. Jack Joseph comes away in number 14. Plenty of space to move into. Oh, it's over here. Typical Jack Joseph. Poor in the final third. Where's he at? He's playing at his level out there with his son. Back garden. Stick to the back garden, Jack. In it goes to Callum Lawson. Sweet reverse ball. Tries to find the ball down the line, but it's gone out for a Basford throw in on the half. Just inside the Basford half. Jack Joseph. Way! It's a decent ball. Probably the best pass he's played of his career, that. Oh, I'm just looking over at him and his lad playing there. He's firing the ball in with his kid in goal. Love to see it. kid go in goal and you lace some shots at him, why not? I won't tell Annie. Oh, Ben's now out the way of that one though. Long kick forward, collected by Callum Lawson. Little clip over the top, tries to find the run. Pass was perhaps never on. Then number 3 launches it in once again. Look how slow we are to react. They're just able to come out with it. Now there's how many passes on? There's a number 12 here, number 14 in space. Chooses to go long. Chris Barton deals with it. Out it goes for a throw-in to Basford. It will be really interesting to look back on these pictures on the drone just to see the structure and the shape of the team, see where the gaps and the holes are. Yes, I agree that it is hard work to continuously get back in these positions against fitter opposition. Here's number 2. Liam Butter's man of the match so far.
So you can call the place that actually.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it is, yeah. Jericho Boner. Jericho Boner, what a name. Jericho Boner, number 9. My man. I think he's scored as well. What a name. Cross between a wrestler and a porn star. Jericho Boner. He's a porn star wrestler. Oh, that's a lovely ball from Poborski out to number 7 on the right hand side. Oh, he's cut inside well onto his left. Has a fire. That's a good shot stop from Brad, but the drill back in. Blocked by Ryan Cook. Carol Poborski has it, drills it in. Oh, is that saved on the line? I mean, this is where you've got to give West Bridgford so much credit. This is where they can hold their heads up high. When you're putting tackles in and blocks like that. We just need to carry that out onto the pitch. Perhaps it is right. Perhaps we have just been done by the better side. You can't fault when you see work rate like that. Should have been 5, but good resilient defending there from West Bridgford. Jericho Boner. Wow. I mean, it's amazing. Number 12, challenged in the middle by Chris Gray, who's already very close to a yellow card, and that's managed to get through. And number 7, with all the goal to aim at, tucks it away into the far corner. 5-0 to Basford United. Yeah, it is! Carol Poborski is AKA Chris Jericho Boner, the porn star wrestler, footballer in his spare time. Jericho, that's giving me ideas. What a name, Jericho. To be fair, if you're going to name your kid Jericho, he best become a pro footballer or something. You can't have an average guy on a building site called Jericho. Just don't make sense. Jericho Boner. Jeez. Treadsteiner bail him out and say it's Bonner, but it's definitely Boner. Nah, he's probably right. It probably is Bonner. Callum Lawson offering. He fancies himself against this number 2. It is clipped towards them. Challenges their number 5. Whoa! Holy Helson, what a ball! He definitely meant that pass. He definitely. Oh, here goes Chris Gray into this sideline. Oh, that's lovely clip without looking into the line. Knows exactly where number 10 is, and he's going to get there. Keeper caught in no man's land. Clip to the back post. Jericho Boner's going to come into it. No, it isn't. Jack Joseph was there trying to get it. Number 12 picks it up. Out wide it goes to their left side of midfielder he is. Oh, into Jack Joseph. Jack Joseph. Oh, what a challenge that is from Barton.
When do we go for top?
Their number 2 is Nasser Abdullah. Very good game he's had. And then number 3, who I also think's had a good game, Josh Timson. I wouldn't say ones to watch in the future. I don't think they'll be on your TV screens anytime soon. I don't think they're quite at that level. Decent, honest players who'll probably make a career in non-league, perhaps. One for Callum to chase against their number 5, the skipper. Picked up by Josh Raven. Easy ball out. See, this is the difference between us and them. They have easy balls out. We don't. But they are neat with the ball at their feet, to be fair. Very few misplaced passes. And here's number 2, running at the men. Cuts inside. Has he got a left foot? Chris Gray clatters him. Good defending. Bradley Evans. He's given a good performance, a good account of himself today, working hard up there. It has been difficult. Into Jack Joseph. Nice touch on the left foot. Poor ball. Julian can't bring it under though. He's managed to keep it in on this side, number 7. He must be on a hat-trick now if he hasn't got one already. Julian offloads to Callum Lawson. Plays it back into Chris Gray. That's beautifully worked! Out to Julian on the byline. Have we got men getting in the area? 1 or 2. Holds the ball up. Is there any options? No. The attack might be breaking down here. They've managed to get all the players back.
Take him on.
I mean, could we have got forward faster? You could argue, yeah, it is a difficult time in the game. It's big for Chris Gray. He's jinked inside. Offloads the ball. Bradley, no, Ethan Hunter strikes it. It's gone wide. But that little passage of play, the ball from Chris Gray into Callum Lawson's feet, laid it back off to Chris Gray, who clipped the ball in behind with the run of Julian. Brilliantly worked. So simple, but brilliantly worked. Got him behind, and it was 100% a chance to counter. Just there was a little bit desperation in Bridgford to make something happen in these opportunities when we do get forward. But absolutely, if I can impress one thing on this team, it is let's get fitter, let's get more athletic. Let's be able to compete physically, and then we can start to show ability. Their number 6 defender's gone down in a heap by the looks of it, holding his hip. He must have met Callum Lawson somewhere along the line. It's been flattened. Excellent to see. Parkseed running the line. What a legend. Turns up every time. Running the line. I might even have a chat with Cal. Do we try and bring him on? Have we got... Is it Parksy? Cal! Do we look to bring Parksy on at some stage? 5-0, innit? Yeah. Lads, let's try and get Parksy on. What? Where are we thinking? Where are we thinking? Where are we thinking? Where are we thinking? Damage. Oh no, let's bring him on. Let's bring him on. Come on. It's 5-0. Yeah. So who?
No, seriously, you're going to put money off the goal. You can't play him. See if you're in goal or...
I don't know if we can change the goalkeeper, can we? Let's just play him out for bants.
I don't think you can put...
Oh, it's a good run. Okay, shall we make a change to the goalkeeper then? Let's do it, come on.
Yeah, you will get Parksy on.
I know, but he comes to... It's 5-0. No, we'll tell him exactly how it is. I just think 5-0, what have we got to lose now? That don't matter, does it? Cal, thinking about bringing Parksy on in goal.
Can we take you off? I can't do it.
Shall we? Should we do that?
What, take Lawson off?
No, take the goalie
I
off.
think you can't play him anywhere else.
Yeah, alright then. Let's do it. Oh, we'll want to use, just tell Brad what, we'll tell him when he comes off. Someone's going to need to grab the flag. Do you want to use my grabbing the flag? Josh, would you mind just grabbing the flag off Parksy and tell him to come over? Thank you, mate. Josh, in the spirit of the club. Here's Jericho Boner on the right hand side, cuts across the face of goal. He's flattened there.
That's look painful.
Phil Babb. Some of you might not remember the Phil Babb incident. Do you remember the Phil Babb incident? Phil Babb, nuts all over that post. Oh, is it a side? Shame. Parksy's coming over. Parksy, we're going to put you on in goal, yeah? Yeah? In goal. Ref! Brad Shaw! For Parksy!
Has he played him before?
Yeah. We'll explain to him, it's just to give him a go. We love Parksy. Parksy, if you just pop his goalkeeper kit on.
He needs a shirt. Hold on. Yeah, just tell him why when he comes.
Yeah, you tell him, because I'm obviously on the stream. Yeah, I'm on the stream. What? Oh, this will be fun. Ben, come here. I don't think.
It's raining quite a bit. Yes, you're on. It's raining quite a bit now.
Oh, the rain has just got a bit heavier, so we might need to bring the drone out of the sky. It's corner ball on the far side to Basford United. Not beat the first man, cleared by Alex Taylor, picked up by Brad Evans, who's allowed number 11 to get in front of him, gets his shot away, goes for the little dink. Just dinks it over the bar though. Hey? No, that wasn't a goal, no. No, he went for the crafty little dink, but only managed to dink it over the bar, and it's played short to Chris Barton, who collects it, plays it out wide to Julian, whose touch is heavy. Not heavy, he wasn't even really, didn't quite get hold of it, I should say. Alex Taylor clears it away, into the stands. Decent facilities here at Basford. The pitches is not the best of pitches, it's a bit wobbly in places, but I do quite like the facilities. The first team pitch over there is beautiful. We actually had the option to play on it, but it's a 3G beautiful surface, and we opted not to play on that surface. In hindsight, it was a decision we made with the hope of winning today. It hasn't happened, but again, it's a good side who will have potential to go on and win this for sure. Here's their number 3 at the back now. Into Karol Poborski, aka Jericho Boner. Hey Josh, hey Brad, his name's Jericho. Jericho? Is that Jericho Boner? That's Jericho Boner. Wow, that was decent. That was decent. But a lot of glum faces now. That's 6-0, and no one wants to be losing 6-0. This is one that the lads are just going to have to put behind them and just forget. But there is stuff you can do in a game. You know, if you let soft goals go in, if you let people drill past you, if you don't mark your men tightly, teams like this will punish you and they'll leave you feeling shit and deflated. It happens. You've got to be up for the fight. Even before the game, you've got to be switched on, up for the fight. You don't want to go in with this feeling. This is partly why I get myself so passionate about it, is because I bloody hate getting beat 6-0. My responsibilities are generally on commentary today, but I do feel bad for the lads and the manager. It's not a nice feeling. Bradley Evans now with the chance. Ethan forward, and then just look on the drone again at people getting forward. We've got 4 players still behind the halfway line. Just get forward. It's a flat back 4 at all times, and it can't be the case going forward. We need to improve in that area. Not personnel wise, just playing wise. Chris Gray challenges for the ball, gets ahead of him, right foot, that's a corner ball if that goes out. No, Khalifa's collected it. Nasser on the right back, still full of running. Looking to get forward in positions. Look at that run he's just made there to get out wide. Offer something going forward. I guess that's the difference ultimately when you look at it. Perhaps not the only difference, but you don't want to be hard on the lads. I think they've given the best account of themselves they perhaps could today, but where can we improve? Like I say, I'll go back to it. Physicals. Get yourself fitter, get yourself sharper. That's an easy ball through the middle though, and number 10's drilled it. He got a good connection on it, but it's sailed high and wide. 6-0's bad, but 7-0 for me just sounds way worse. Let's just keep this score down as much as we can now. It really is a case of damage limitation. Every goal that's going to get in now is just going to feel like another blow to the kidneys. And I hate to say it, but this is the position you can find yourself in. If you don't do the simple things in football, you can find yourself down. We're going to call it in. No, I won't commentate if there's no drone. No one wants to hear my voice. They only want to watch the pictures. We're going to call the drone in because the rain's got a little bit heavier. It's not a waterproof drone, but Shred's done a fantastic job. Big shout out to him. And thank you for coming down, Shred. Much appreciated.